Hey guys, thanks again for joining me on another episode of Sealed for Good. Today we're going to talk about how to waterproof in winter. As you know, with Sealed for Good, I normally do go into a lot of industry and general topics, but today it's about Gripset because unfortunately no one else has got the solution that we've got when it comes to waterproofing in winter with this package of products. And so when we get to this time of year and you get into the cooler months, that's when there's a tendency to look for solutions that might be solvent based because we're looking for things that dry quickly, or two component products to enable a catalyst to help it dry earlier. But we developed the Express range for contractors that are dealing in the cool months of the year or high humidity. But as we're approaching winter now, this is a relevant one to talk about winter. And there's always challenges with winter months because obviously even if you've got a surface that's dry and you need a surface that has no moisture on it, it can be damp, but you've got to have free of surface water. The biggest challenge for contractors is then waiting for things to dry. And I know there's parts of Australia this time of year that there are some areas that just don't get any sun. They're either in the shade or they get minimal sunlight during the day. It's constantly damp and cool, and that presents a problem because then you get rain or dew on it and membranes don't dry, and then they create an issue. Or you go to a solvent-based system which creates problems where you can't adhere things like tile adhesives or screeds to them. So hence the Express range. So the Express range is primarily at the moment two key products. We've got our H2o Primer and we've got our Multi-Pro Express membrane. And I'm going to quickly go through the primer because this one is designed to go with the Multi-Pro membrane. H2O is a one component primer. Very similar to our Gripset GP, the way it's applied. It's a white liquid. However, if you look at it closely, when it's applied to a damp substrate like a concrete bed or a screed, you'll actually see a reaction where it goes from white to a green tinge and then it dries clear. That green tinge is actually the process of where you're seeing it cure. Now you don't always see it, but sometimes you'll see it, you think it might be a bit of magic. It's not magic, it's part of the process. But when that dries, and it dries very quickly, so within an hour, even on a damp and a cool environment, it'll dry in less than an hour. It then allows you to get the membrane on top of it. So this primer, on damp surfaces, also acts as a vapor barrier. So even though we have our products like our Gripset E60 and our Gripset P10, the H2O primer can be applied to a screed or a suspended concrete slab that will prevent rising damp that will blister the membrane. Now, it doesn't take the place of E60 where it stops hydrostatic pressure or negative pressure. It doesn't have that ability, but it's for residual moisture that you get in a screed or in a concrete slab. So this is not a primer you'd use on things like wall linings or synthetic floor sheeting like Scion or CFC sheeting. This is specifically for mineral surfaces, so concrete and screeds, and that's where you get your blistering phenomena from, either inside or definitely on the outside for balconies. So when you apply this down, one component, you put it down, it's got great coverage, a litre for about 8 square metres, and then you will see it go through the drying process. It dries clear, you can get your membrane on it and it won't blister. So even if you get a bit of sun out there on a day where it's a winter's day but you've had a damp surface or there's residual moisture, you won't get blistering in the Multi-Pro membrane. And the big advantage of this product is water-based, solvent-free, very unique. And so it allows you to get that process happening a lot quicker without delays. So if it was our E60, you'd have to probably come back the next day, but this product allows you to go onto it immediately. Multi-Pro membrane, this is a product that's one component. It's elastomeric. It can be used very similar to our P39 in the ability that it can be used for both external applications, exposed to UV light, or it can be covered over with tiles and screeds. So it's approved to AS4858 and AS4654. And this is a very unique product. This is one of the products in our range that I'm very proud of because the fact is it's fast cure to another level to our 38FC. This product, when you put it down, you get it down onto a substrate and it has very early water resistant properties. So if it gets rained on within 45 minutes to an hour, it will not wash out. And you can flood test after 3 hours. That is correct. You can start that ponding test after 3 hours. It will not re-emulsify. There are no solvents in it and it's one component. It's an elastomeric product. It's very unique in application And the biggest advantage of it is that you can get it over that H2o primer very quickly. And so if you're stuck in a window where you're doing jobs, particularly outside in the winter months, you might have a 3 to 6 hour window where you know you've got weather where you can actually get product down before it rains that night. This is your go-to product. This is the one that will deliver you the results that you want. You need to understand how to work with it. It doesn't work the same way as a traditional liquid membrane. You need to ensure that when you're applying it, you're going with smaller runs. But our tech department and our guys all around the country can help you with giving advice on that. But it's a fantastic product for situations where jobs just have to be waterproof, knowing that bad weather's coming. Elastomeric, good elongation properties, UV, quite resilient. And again, you put it in with everything like our joint band, our elastoproof joint band goes in with the bond breaker, nothing else changes. We're actually seeing a lot of guys now starting to use this product, even with some of their GC applications, GC2, where they're using it on the joint edges because they can get the job done quicker in the event there could be rain coming on it within an hour or two afterwards. So the system is for the Express range, H2o Primer and the Express, the multi-pro membrane. Some of you might be asking, well, we like the multi-pro membrane. We don't have to have a rush with it, but we like the idea that it can dry quickly. If we had the E60 down, is it compatible? Or the OP? Yes, it is. It's compatible with all our primers. But we set up the Express range for the winter months or those high humidity areas, particularly with some of our customers in Asia, where you've got a short window where you just need to get work done externally before it rains. If you want to use it inside and you want to get your screeds on it earlier, you've got the ability to do that as well. So don't fear, there is that application as well. I'm sure you've got many questions, but this is the time of the year to start getting your hands on the Express range. Give it a go and see how it works. Questions, fire them at us. We're here to help you. I'm looking forward to seeing some photos on getting your jobs done quicker. You make money earlier and it all done in Express time. I'll see you next time.